It's about reconnecting, and it's about not losing track of those ancient ways that have sustained us on this planet for millions of years. And it's about that conscious awareness that will be the superpower that will take you through life. And with every option that you need to make and every decisions, that you will do the best that you can because you have that conscious awareness.
When we look at earth care, we're not just looking at making it sustainable, but how can we meet our needs in a way that we actually enrich nature, create more abundance, more habitat for life, more habitat for more insects, for animals, etc. How can we really create this really rich, beautiful environment where all animals, insects, plants can live in harmony with each other and support each other?
We know how to do that, but we've lost it, right? Because of the systems that we have designed, whether it's capitalism or patriarchy or animal oppression and many forms of oppression, we've actually lost our capacity to design in regenerative terms and to design for life. As humans, right, we have creativity, we have the capacity for imagining, we have the capacity for dreaming, for visioning, and for manifesting things. So we are also designing the systems around us.
So regeneration isn't just about food growing, it's a way of being, it's a way of thinking. But what I like about the example of food production actually, is when we think about seeds, right? And how farmers have saved seeds for 10,000 years. Farmers all over the world have selected the best seed varieties with their own hands, right? And the current model of agriculture has completely disconnected us from that. In fact, it's been criminalized in many countries. Just recently in Kenya, indigenous seed saving and sharing has been criminalized. And even in Europe, that is the case. And what this benefits are the seed companies, and we stand to lose so much. We stand to lose 10,000 years of the genetic gene pool by the very hands of the grandfathers and grandmothers mostly, because actually women are the guardians of seed, that they have been keeping these seeds.
Like, how can we go beyond and go into this way of thinking or this paradigm that's truly regenerative, where I'm not just doing good myself, but I'm also evolving the capacity of everyone around me to also take, to also evolve, to also create conditions to life.
So year by year by year, by growing trees and perennial plants, etc., the shrubs and the trees are putting organic matter, especially woody material, carbon-rich material, into the soils. That attracts the fungi. The fungi then breaks down the different minerals and things that other plants and insects and what have you leave in the soil. They absorb those. They can then move those around to other parts of the garden where those nutrients are needed by other trees. And so the ecosystem supports itself.
We often talk about our supply chain, right? And being able to grow materials in a way that are really having a net positive impact, because we are supporting biodiversity, we're supporting local communities in their independence and their sovereignty, right?
Once my father, one of his really good friends, was a farmer, and he said, "Rakesh, can I just have a look around your garden? Your father keeps telling me about this amazing garden you've created for him." And he came back and he said, "What are you feeding this broccoli?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "What are you feeding this broccoli? It's amazing." I said, "I've never fed it." He said, come on, I'm 90 years old, you can't kid me. You can't grow a broccoli like this and tell me you're not feeding it. What are you feeding? What's your secret? Tell me. And then I explained to him, all I do is I've created an environment where the soil is continuously fed by itself.
But there isn't a silver bullet to solve this problem. You know, there isn't a list that you can give someone, because we all know what we do, how we consume, and it's that conscious awareness that's part of the change that needs to happen at the individual level. We must not forget that there is a system out there that is responsible for what's happening. And so whilst there is individual responsibility, we can't reduce the responsibility to individuals alone. We need to hold the system to account. And we do that in a variety of ways, by being activists, by voting, by joining collectives, and by being a force for good in general.